show you guys the setup on this. I added an oil cooler. I just gotta take the hood off. Let's see if I can do that here quick. Should hopefully not be too big a deal. Alright, what I got is a setup. Got a sandwich plate. It's Briggs and everything, but yeah, I used a million fittings. Threw an old style oil pressure gauge on it. I did actually drill holes and lined around the oil cooler with foam, but yeah, it's a sandwich plate. It's got the oil cooler lines coming off of it, and basically, I've seen them. I think on eBay, I've seen them used. This setup actually came off of a 49 cubic inch engine. That's what all this stuff was from. It was actually at first it was originally a this was 810cc professional tin and everything. It's on here, but it fits right on the old 40 cubic inch. 20 horse V twins. I'm not sure. I think the sandwich plate might be, I don't know if it's different for the opposed ones or not, but the filter base fits the big old, you could fit almost anything. This would be, they call it like an extended duty 51515, I think is the part number that would fit on here if you wanted to trim out the tin a little bit. This is like the extended duty one though. It's like 6.5 inches long or something, but yeah, and I rigged up an old gauge into it and used a whole bunch of silly fittings. Just for giggles, I kind of I went and took them over on a polisher quick and cleaned them up, and yeah, you can just barely see the sandwich plate in there. But yeah, I've seen the oil cooler assembly with the hoses and the plate and everything there. I did have to change up the fittings minorly. I think they both had elbows coming out, but I did a straight out of one, kept the elbow on the other, and I drilled and tapped for 1/8 inch pipe to yeah, you see the brass fittings a little polished up, but first mud hole you hit, it'll get all nasty. But yeah, not like this thing really needs an oil cooler. I don't think I really run it hard enough to worry about it, but yeah, just, I don't know, some guys usually might want to run a cooler, and I could probably figure out what the part numbers are for it and stuff like that. But I've seen them used on eBay. Usually the setup there for about 80 bucks. I mean, as long as it wasn't something that blew apart and has a bunch of metal in it, I wouldn't really see a problem with that. But yeah, just a little filler on why the hell I got that big huge oil filter sticking out the side and all that good stuff. I don't know, I probably should have done a video on putting it on there, but really isn't much of a big deal. I mean, spin your old filter off. There's the threaded piece in the block. You pull that out, you put on the sandwich plate. It's got a O-ring on it, and you put the new nut in it, which is deeper for the adapter, and spin your filter on, and you could mount. Now I've seen them where they don't have any holes and they're just mounted out in the free air, kind of. That's actually what these two mounting holes in here are for, that normally would have mounted in this area. But I've seen the vertical generators, the 10 and like the 8 and 10 kW Briggs and Strattons. They actually have it on the side of the engine here, even though it's a little different model. They have it on the side of the engine here, and they perforated some of the some holes in the blower housing, let some air come through it. I mean, if the oil ran too cool, it wouldn't be a big deal, you know. You could just block this off so you're not blowing any air through it. But yeah, I don't know, just a couple extra little things there. And had like an old gauge laying around from an old something that blew up actually. So figured why not the hell use it, and kind of just try to paint it to match, you know, color of the rest of the tractor. And a couple little bits, you know, here and there. Touch that up. I was actually able to peel the original label off, and I changed the blower housing, and was able to re-glue it down on here. So yeah, it's all right. And But yeah, it still fits original hood on it and everything like that. So yeah, thanks, Doc. Yeah, that was about it, really. So I guess you guys got any other questions? Yeah, post them up. I'm sure we'll figure out more for it and information on it. And thanks for watching. Bye.